get other people involved. Some missions you can have up to 8 people. Most of them are just 4. You can have 1 or 2 people missions, but you can do every one of them solo if you want, and they make good money. If you spend around 10 to 15 minutes, that's really the sweet spot for getting the max amount of money. Now, once you reach rank 15, you can now do your daily objectives, and these are awesome. If you do your daily objectives for 28 days that you log in, it's like 3 little objectives. If you do it for 28 days, it's a total of $1.2 million and like 250,000 RP, something crazy like that. It's a whole bunch of RP. Don't quote me on the RP, but on the money, I know it's 1.2 million. So every day you do these, as you see right here in the bottom left corner, I got 25,000. It matches it up in the top right corner, and I got 3,000 RP. So you get a weekly bonus, and then you get a monthly bonus at 28 days. Now, if you log in and you don't do this, then it'll reset it. But if you don't log in and you're out for a little couple of days, that's okay. But just make sure you do them every time you log in. Now, another reason why it's so important to get a 10-car garage apartment, it's for the heist room. The heisting is still to this day one of the best way to make money in the game, especially as a team or with a group of friends. Heisting is awesome. It really is. It unlocks some of the best vehicles in the game: the Kuruma, the Hydra, the Savage, the Insurgent. You know, a lot of really good cars. The Valkyrie as well. You know, some very good vehicles. Now, I know it's a pain in the ass because you have to, meet other people, but do it. Don't be shy. I've showed you in a ton of my live broadcasts, going through this journey with a new character, how to meet new people, and that's what I'm doing right here. I go in here, set all your difficulty to hard. You can do it for all these. Do that. Make sure you have heavy heist combat gear. You can buy that at a clothing store. And it's so important for the 10-car garage with his apartment for heisting is the Fleeca job, because it only takes 2 people, and it's still really good money. You can make a lot of money with just 2 people. You can split the payout, and you can make about 70 grand in about a half hour between 2 people. 70 grand for you and 70 grand for the other person. And it's really, really nice. And I sped this up, but it took about 3 minutes to find somebody. I found that person, and they were great, and we made money. Now look at this. Doing the methods I just showed you, I did 2 Fleeca job heists. I robbed gas stations. I did missions. I did the flight school. I did all those things I just showed you, and I made $1,151,000 in just 17 hours. And honestly, I could have made that money in a much shorter time. I could have made that in probably 10 to 12 hours. But I live broadcasted all this. I was kind of messing around here and there, all that stuff. Even, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt, even 15 hours, that's still 80 grand per hour. So, I mean, and now we're getting to the business. Say you've got your millions, you've been doing these little things I've been showing you, and you got your money up, and you're ready to get into a business, start making more money. You got 5 different businesses to go between: CEO, MC, import, export, hangar, and bunker. Now, this is where it starts to get a little tricky, okay? Because everyone's got their own opinions, everyone, this and that or whatever. I'm here to give you the best of the best, to give you the facts and the opinions, okay? Fact, MC is actually the cheapest business to get started. You got $200,000 for a clubhouse and 600 grand for the cheapest document forgery. But I don't recommend that. That's not what you should do, because that's just, it'll take forever to make that money back, because the document forgery is shit for payouts. Now, here are the hard, cold business facts, all right? Import-export solo is the best way to make money. $240,000 to $315,000 per hour. $240,000 for just selling the cars, 80 grand a pop. You can do 3 inside of an hour. During the cooldown, you can do Sightseer or Headhunter, because now we've got the VIP already established, and that's 25 grand a pop. You can do 3 inside an hour. That gives you 75,000 plus the 240. That equals 315,000 per hour. All right. Now, Pyrell made his video talking about his little setup guide or whatever for a beginner. And he was talking about the biker MC, which is decent. It's not bad. But he was saying you get 30,000 every half hour, 60K an hour, which those numbers are wrong. But that's just not good advice. That may be your opinion. That may be what you like to do. But for a beginner, for someone starting up, that's not how you need to spend their money. He also left out that in that business, to get that amount of money, you have to invest another almost $2 million in upgrades. So bringing that $900,000 investment up to, almost $3 million. And it's not anywhere near the best investment to go with. It's starting out. Get the best of the best up front. It takes $2.5 million to get import-export started up. Okay, that's all. Now, heisting for your friends, that is the best thing to do with a group of people. Not anything else, heisting. Each person in a heist can make $400,000 a person per hour and a half. And I'm basing these numbers off the PAC standard because that's the one that gives you the most money. Now, people will be like, Ty, how'd you get these numbers? That didn't seem right. Well, that's exactly right. You can do the math yourself, okay? You do your splits at 40-20. The host takes 40%. The setup team takes 20. And that equals out to roughly $400,000 per each person. All right. Now, these are the cold hard facts. Now, whether or not these are the funnest things for you to do, that is your opinion. It's not the facts. Get the best of the best first. Get that knocked out so you can get the most for your time, and then you can do whatever else you want. It's much easier that way, okay? And certain people that, you know, they put these videos out like Pyrealm and stuff like that. It's just it's an injustice. You can't do this right in a 5-minute video. That's not quality, okay? I prefer quality over quantity. You give me one 20-minute video over 55-minute videos as long as it gets the job done. I know it's a longer video, but this is what it took. This is what it takes for me to be able to explain it to you the correct way, the right way, detailed, thorough, accurate, with everything in there. I'm telling you what you need to know, not just what you want to hear, but I'm also, you know, giving you some of that as well, okay? Once again, I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you subscribe to my channel for the illest and realest content in the game. Make sure you smash that like button. Let's get 500 likes on this one, all right? Yeah, man. I mean, this is what it is. So, you guys know what to do. Stay dangerous. We'll see you in the next one, all right? Peace out. Yeah.
The legend of the redesigned Jeep Cherokee starts with going bigger, going farther, with being redesigned for unmatched capability. But it doesn't end there. Every legend starts somewhere. Start yours at the Jeep Celebration event. Now get 0% financing for 5 years, plus $1,000 bonus cash on the 2019 Jeep Cherokee Latitude.
Hey, yo, what's up, everybody? It's Tyler, it's aka Ty Killington. Alright, man, this is a long video, I get it. We're looking at almost 37 minutes here, but there is a tremendous amount of information that we have to cover in regard to a complete tutorial, guide, walkthrough, and breakdown of the nightclubs and the nightclub business, alright? This is everything. We're going to go through everything from, you know, where to buy the club, how the business works, how to make money, how to promote it, you know, even things down to the wall safe, your sell vehicles, special orders, how to sell, everything's going to be broke down in this video here. Alright, I know you guys hate people asking for subs and likes at the beginning of a video, but since it is such a long video, if you happen to remember sometime during it, definitely drop a like on here, subscribe if you're new, all that good stuff. Alright, definitely help promote the video and get that out there, because this is a very, very needed information. There's a lot of misinformation out there, okay? Now, I've got this broke down into 5 different categories or chapters, you could say, alright? And we'll start out with those. Start with the first one. I'm going to timestamp it in the description as well. That way it'll be a little bit easier for you guys to navigate and get, you know, to wherever you want to go to be able to kind of get whatever information you need if you already think you know something or whatever. But yeah, I get it. It's a long video, but stick with me, guys, alright? We got all this taken care of. So the first one, where to buy your club, best locations, upgrades, and your setup missions. Okay, so first off, you just want to go to Maze Bank Foreclosures, okay? You want to enter that site there, and in Maze Bank Foreclosures, where you find your clubhouses, your bunkers, your hangars, facilities. On the top right, just click on nightclubs, and it will just kind of isolate your nightclubs. There are 10 different nightclubs to buy. They're all located in the city, okay? Now, the majority of the locations are good. I don't recommend anything too far south. I would stay central, west, or north. The bottom 3 I probably wouldn't go with. And in my opinion, the better one to go with is going to be the downtown Vinewood. But the clubs to start out are they're not too bad. It's $1.7 million for the most expensive one, which is the West Vinewood nightclub. The cheapest one is the Elysian Island nightclub for $1,080,000, but for a difference of about $700,000. I would definitely opt to go with the more expensive one, because location does matter with this due to the fact of how you're selling and things like that. My personal favorite is this one right here, which, like I said, is the downtown Vinewood nightclub location. And it comes in at $1,670,000. I like this because of the ease of access to the garage and the entrance, and it's very close to the highways. So let's move on to some of the upgrades that you have here. You have nightclub lifestyle. You don't really have to, fool with this at all. It's only if you want to. All right, you're a light rig. You don't have to fool with that either. It's only adding cosmetics. There is a cool feature though, where you do get to kind of, watch the video and see how the lights interact and work and things like that. That's really cool. That'll kind of help you decide what you want to go with. But in the grand scheme of things, they're not too expensive. And like I said, you don't have to have them, all right, to be able to do what you're going to do. This is let me just go ahead and tell you right now, it's extremely expensive, the nightclub, and we'll talk a little bit more about that a little bit later on. But yeah, you'll dump some money into this with everything fully customized, all that good stuff. This is what the actual videos look like right here. If you're going to be watching the video of the light display or the light rig, how it's set up for your club, and that once again, that does mean if you want to get into this, you want to have fun with it. The lights do make a big difference. They're really cool on the inside. They did, Rockstar did a really good job with building the clubs and having all this set up. It's really, really nice. It's you have to be careful though. Some of these can there's one or two in here that kind of make me a little nauseous by looking at them. Maybe not for too long, but if you're in there for a while, it'll definitely kind of bug you, give you a headache, kind of mess with you a little bit. So your nightclub name. You cannot choose your name. You have to pick from one of the 9 that they have provided. It's kind of a bummer, I know, but you can understand they have to add this into the dialogue of the non-playable characters like Tony and Laszlo or whatever. And you can only imagine the types of names that you would have for the clubs. It would be bad. It would be rough. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, those are right there. They're not too expensive. $33,500. Just pick whichever one you want to go with. I'm sure you can change them later on. I don't think that'd be a major deal or issue. So, once again, don't quote me on that, but you should be able to change them. Let's go into storage. This is the meat and potatoes right here. Now, once again, to get started, you don't have to have anything, but the more storage facilities you have, the more money you'll be able to make overall, the more units of cargo and supplies you'll be able to hold and carry. All right, so once you add it on there, that is a very large sum right there. That's more expensive than the actual nightclub. $1.7 million right there for 5, and this will give you a total of 360 units. And we'll talk about that later. Down below, this is the garage floors you can have. All right, you get the first one, which holds your actual storage vehicles or your sale vehicles, excuse me, and then you get 3 extra ones, which will hold 10 cars each, giving you additional 30 cars you can have. There was some confusion about 40 cars. I believe it's just 30 cars you can have though. So, but if I'm wrong on that, just let me know in the comments down below. But I'm pretty positive it's just 30 cars we can have extra. The dancers, once again, this is just an additional. As you see with the stores though, it jumps it up to 2.1 million with the extra cars in there. If you don't need garage space, don't worry about it. Okay. But anyways, though, the dancers. You have different styles, 2 girls, 2 boys, boy and girl, whatever. A couple $100,000 for those at the minimum. You don't have to have it though, once again. Dry ice, that just adds like a fog effect. It looks like fog inside the actual club. $345,000 for that though, so once again, and you see right here, the club that I bought is not the most expensive, but it's racking up at $4.7 million. And some change just for the club, and we haven't really made any money yet on that. Okay, but like I said, the only things you need to have are the club, and that's really it, just to get started, just bare minimum to get started. Okay, so you get your waypoint and go out there and check it out, and then we'll move on to the actual setup missions and what that looks like right there as well. Club, see what how it looks, your front entrance, your garage entrance. You have 2 different entrances you can use, and there also is a roof access that you have to be wary of as well, because you'll have to do some promotion missions which require you to climb to a roof. Now, anyways, once you get in here, it's bare minimum. They go through the little dialogue, their monologue, whatever. I'm not going to go through all this. There's no audio on here to hear it or whatever. I don't want to spoil it for you. But Tony's showing you around your facility, you know, your nightclub, you know, telling you can do this and that or whatever, showing you a few things. And you get a couple of contacts in your phone. I haven't called the contacts yet. I don't know what they do. So if anybody has any information on that, definitely let me know in the comments down below. You know, once again, this is a 37-minute video. We're getting into just the bare necessities, what we need to have. So once again, it's showing you around a little bit, kind of giving you an idea of, you know, where your actual office is in there and what you can do in there, how you can access your computers, your elevators, to be able to go between your bunker or your basement floors and things like that, your garages and stuff, to be able to access that. You can access them on foot or through the actual elevators itself. When you go to one basement, you go to the door, go to the bottom one. You got your computer, we're all familiar with that, you know. So let's go to setup.
Get over here right now! It's going on!
Staff, you have set up for equipment, and you'll also have to get your DJ, which we'll talk about that in just a moment. But we have this right here. Your access must be granted by Tony Prince. But anyway, so you start up with your actual setup. It's just like a, you know, just like what we're used to with all the other businesses. You have to go through this to get your supplies or whatever, and we have to go enter a vehicle and go pick some stuff up. You know, Tony will tell you what you have to do, and he provides the vehicle for you right here. No big deal, right? So get ready for that. Make sure you got, you know, whatever kind of ammo or, you know, snacks, armor, all that stuff, whatever guns you want to have, get that taken care of. Let's see what he has to say, what he's talking about, because it will give you some hints and information. They're not that hard. All right, and this will be in free mode, but you can do this in a solo public lobby. All this can be done in a solo public lobby. The MTU method still works. All right, so plan out your route and head down that way. Like I said, they provide the car. On this one, you're picking up your bouncer, you're picking up your bartender, and your first warehouse technician, which is a huge part of this whole entire nightclub business. We'll talk about that in just a minute, okay? So you just go, you know, look on the map, find the next person right there, and just, you know, set your waypoint and head on down. This is the bartender right here. You know, they're talking, they're interacting, they're talking about the previous times, you know, hanging out, working with Tony, all that good stuff. You know, it's actually really, the whole entire setup and the prologue, the dialogue, all that stuff is really, really fun. It's really good. It's not that bad, but I like that. They did a really good job of getting all that set up with the acting and the dialogue and the writing, all that good stuff. So I do definitely appreciate it. It's much better than the Doomsday Heist where, you know, Lester and Avon are just screaming in your ear the whole time. It was so annoying. So you come on back, you have all your people back with you, you got your warehouse technician, that's cool. So it prompts you to go back in there and you want to go ahead and get your equipment set up and do that one thing. And like I said, it's just, you know, a little bit of AGL, a little bit of artificial game length, but it's not that bad. So here's your equipment set up. And this one's pretty cool. We see this in the trailer. We have to go out and get that giant party bus because we need a sound system for our club, right? So we're kind of, you know, Tony is broke. We need to get all this money, you know, always to get this stuff set up. We're kind of, you know, it's like a ragtag band of individuals here. And so you just go out to the location. And you don't even have to shoot anybody. You just walk up to the van or to the party bus and just drive off with it. Don't worry about going under bridges. That little skull thing on the top will just pop off. Don't worry about that. Make it back, and then bam, all right, we're getting it set up. We're talking about what's going on, and now we have to go for the, to get the DJ, and the DJ is Solomon, all right? Now, there will be other DJs coming into the, to this whole entire business, but they're going to be drip fed. So we'll have to wait another week, and that's how Rockstar does this. We'll have one coming up 1 week, and they'll have a little mission with them just like this. Solomon was getting flown in. The pilot like passed out or whatever, so you have to go. Basically, just go to Sandy Shores. Follow the plane. You can just put a waypoint to Sandy Shores. He'll land there. That was the softest crash landing I've ever seen in my life. And you'll pick him up, and that's pretty much it. Go back to your nightclub, and now you have your DJ. And this is pretty cool. Now, once you come back in, everything is set up. It looks really, really cool. The lights are, you know, kicking. All your upgrades are in there. He's ready to take over. The party is banging. You know, this is really nice. It's a very, very good aesthetics. It looks good. It's clean. It's not too buggy or glitchy. That's it. So the next one, how the business works, the business upgrades, and how to make money. All right, this is pretty much the meat of it. This is the heart of this. All right here, okay? So when all of this, you know, the first setups are done, or whatever, your missions are done, you go into your computer, you notice you've got 6 categories: home, nightclub management, DJ, warehouse management, sell goods, and upgrades. Okay. This is kind of like your overall,
What would I do what? What you talking about? Hello? What you talking about, ex-score, Scar? He says, Alex, why the fuck would you do that? Do what? You hooked up with my mom. Man, come on, man. I thought you was talking about something serious. You tripping. I seriously thought you was talking about something serious. I don't know why. I have no idea why. I thought you was serious.
Possibly get, and then we pay you for it. And with some referrals, you'll get paid not once but multiple times. We call our affiliates Fundwise Partners. Also, look at this. Remember how I just asked you if you know other people who work with or know a lot of entrepreneurs? You can invite those people to become a partner with Fundwise, and then you'll get paid commissions on all of their network's funded deals. For example, let's say you know someone who teaches people how to make money by selling products on Amazon, or you know someone who teaches people how to run their business better. Make an introduction to Fundwise Partners to those people, and they will then be able to offer funding to their clients and networks of entrepreneurs, and you get paid on every one of those deals just from connecting them to Fundwise Partners. I want to show you how all of this works in a free 35-minute training, so click the button below or click on the screen where it says Visit Advertiser so you can access the training. If you don't know any entrepreneurs or anyone else that does, we show you multiple ways on how to find them right from your smartphone. There are over 500,000 new businesses started every month, and most of them need working capital to get their businesses off the ground. Banks don't lend to startups, so these entrepreneurs are needing startup funding. And in this training, you'll see how you can offer funding to the masses. So this market is absolutely wide open. In our training area, we have 30 proven marketing strategies on finding deals and opportunities, plus you'll have access to marketing materials, email drip campaigns, landing pages, business cards, and more. Click the button that says Visit Advertiser to access this training right now while we have spots open for new partners, and I'll see you there.
Daily income, you know what I mean? And the daily income is based off of your popularity. Here's your resident DJ. Right now, all we have is Solomon. But eventually, as the drip feed goes through, we'll get new DJs, and you'll be able to pick them. But you will have to pay for them. From what I've seen, it's $100,000 to book the other DJs once they come in. Now, that may affect your business, how it gets, how you make money and things like that. This right here is very important. This is the warehouse management tab. These are your warehouse technicians. You get the one guy for free. You picked him up already. You get 5 technicians, but you have to buy them. Or you pay for them, but the technicians are the guys that you assign to each one of your businesses, and they just make money. Let me be very clear on this. The nightclub does not, everything stays the same. All your other businesses stay the same. You do the same thing. The nightclub does not take place of them. The nightclub is a background business, okay? It makes money off of your other businesses, and it does that by you assigning these technicians to the businesses down below. Cargo and shipments is your warehouse crates. Sporting goods is going to be your bunker. South American imports is going to be your coke. Pharmaceuticals is going to be your meth. Organic produce is going to be your weed. Printing and copying is going to be your document forgery, and cash creation is going to be your counterfeit cash. Okay, they name it like that because of the IRS or whatever. All right, that's how you make money with this. All you have to do is just pay for those technicians and assign them to those businesses, and the nightclub business would just make money for you. Don't have to do anything. Your MC businesses don't even have to have stock. They just have to be active. None of your businesses have to have any kind of stock in them at all. They just have to be active. You can't shut them down. or it won't make money on this, okay? The sell goods tab is basically showing you all of your, how many units of each cargo or each business you have or whatever. And then down below you have special orders that get filled, which will give you a bonus. And we'll talk about those in a little bit, okay? And talk about how much the bonus is. But and how they, once again, they have these named. It's a little confusing because of how they name them. But they want to play on the whole IRS thing, so it doesn't look like it's you're doing anything illegal. For example, you click on South American imports, that's your cocaine, right? It's your cocaine business. So you attach a technician to South American imports, and it automatically starts making money. All right, and then so forth. You see all these sporting goods is going to be your weapons. That's your bunker business. Pharmaceutical research. That's your meth, right? That's your document forgery right there. The printing and copying. The cash is going to be your counterfeit cash. That's how this is. That's how they do this and how it's worded or whatever. It's kind of clever. I like it. It's fun. But anyways, so special orders down below. Your special orders are automatically just created for you. These will change. I'm not sure exactly the time frequency they change, but they do change. You'll get different ones. So if you look at the right of it, it says organic produce, you need 6. Cargo, you need 5. Cash creation, you need 4. So once those automatically get built up, you'll have an option to either sell each item by itself. You can sell a special order, or say you have a whole, maybe 2 or 3 of each one. You can sell all the goods at one time. It doesn't matter if you sell all at one time or if you sell them individually. There's no bonus that way. You just get a flat fee. The only bonus is with your special orders, but you have to, there's nothing you can do to make them go any faster or fill up except for assign technicians to each business. But those are just automatically populate, and if you get one, then go for it. You can make a sell with a special order. But honestly, from what I've been seeing and from my research on this, it's probably not the best money-making method to do a special order. It's just nice if that ends up happening to get a little small bonus on top for your sale. All right. So there's 3 ways to do it. You can sell, if I just want to sell cargo and shipments by itself, say I have 10 units out of 50, I can do that. I can go with the special orders, or I can just sell everything if I have a few here and there throughout all the businesses. All right, now we have the upgrades. And of course, just like every business, you have to upgrade for equipment, for your staff, and your security. The equipment upgrade, you purchase this upgrade to install higher quality equipment. This will improve the productivity of your warehouse technicians, allowing them to accrue goods faster. So 1.4 million right there. Staff upgrade, purchase upgrade to hire additional bartenders, bouncers, things like that, and it will help your daily popularity. $475,000 for that. And then security upgrade, obviously we will have a chance to get rated in this, okay? So that's pretty expensive. Here's the technicians. You hire those guys, and they start out, you get the first guy for free. You pick him up in one of your beginning setup missions or whatever, and you assign him to one of these businesses, okay? And we'll talk about which ones, the businesses, you know which ones make the most money, right? So Coke is the best out of the biker, then meth and counterfeit cash, then your weed, then your document forgery, right? It's the same with this. Cargo crates are a little bit better than bunker. Coke will be the best, then cargo, then bunker, then your meth, then your document, or your counterfeit cash, then your weed, then your document forgery. So it's the same kind of concept. So what you want to do is, after you want to look around with this or whatever, and it doesn't matter what technician you assign to what business, it'll make the same amount of money regardless. So I put, my first guy, I put him over to the South American imports, which is the cook. I want to get that cooking first. I'm going to go over here and I'm going to hire this guy for $141,000. I'm going to assign him to another one of the businesses. So now I have 2 businesses making money in the background, right? This is a passive background business. All right, now I'll hire this guy. He's $184,500.
So we're freeing up some warehouse space. This buyer wants to drop off, split up, get the goods out to those points, and
technician. And that's how you make money with this. You just buy these technicians and assign them to one of your businesses, and it just starts to just generate income. You don't have to do anything except for pay the money. All right, like I said, you don't have to have any product in your business. You don't have to have any crates. They just have to be active. It goes all the way up to about 300 and some odd thousand. And if you notice though, you've got 7 business slots, only 5 technicians. So I would recommend putting the 5 technicians to the top 5 producing businesses. It's going to be your cargo, your sporting goods, your South American imports, your pharmaceutical research, and your cash creation. You want to leave the organic produce and the printing and copying empty until you get one of the other.
Protection and durability beyond conventional car wax. McGuire's Hybrid Ceramic Wax. Ceramic made easy.
Units filled up, and then you can switch your technician to the unused business and get that one filled up. All right, that's how you want to do that. As you see right here, I got one of them filled up, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. I just switch them over to my cash creation is 40 out of 40, right? So I'll go to the technician that is currently working on that, and I'll move them over to, for example, the organic produce, because that's the next best one to make money on. Just like it is in your regular MC business, the organic produce, or AKA the weed, is better money-making business than the document forgery. All right, so here's some charts, some math, some science here to kind of help you guys out a little bit, kind of help understand all this stuff. So what we're looking at right here is cargo, coke, weed, cash, gun, meth, and forging. And what it is how many, it's basically your income. So you got 10,000 per unit, 20,000 per unit, 1,500, 3,500, 5,000, 8,500, so on. This is the max cargo hold right here, okay? So for each, so say if you have 5, if you bought the extra 5 warehouses or 5, holding areas in your nightclub, you'll have up to 50 crates for cargo, 10 for coke, 80 for weed, 40 for cash, 100 for gun, and then so on. All right. This is the actual full sale price for each one. So if I fill up 1 bar of cargo, it'll be 100,000. If I fill up 5, it'll be 500,000. For the coke, it'll be 200,000. Weed is 120,000, etc. Cash 140. Gun running's 500 grand. There you go. Now this is important right here. This part of the chart tells you the amount of hours it takes to get the max amount of money for each one of the businesses. Now this is crazy, but bear with it here. For cargo to get 500 grand, it'll take 58 real-time hours. For the coke business to get 200 grand, it'll take 20 real-time hours. For the weed to get 120,000, it'll take 26 hours. For the counterfeit cash, it'll take 20 hours to get 140 grand. For the gun running business to get a full 500,000, the max, it'll take 66 hours. Might as well be 67 hours, real time, okay? So basically what it's saying, to get the max amount, which is 1,690,000, it'll take you roughly 67 hours real time to do that. You're like, Ty, well, how did you do that if you only got 5 technicians or 7 businesses? Well, for example, it takes 20 hours for the coke and the cash to get done. You'll still have 26 hours left on the gun running business. So you flip those 2 technicians over to the document forgery, the weed, and by the time those both get done, you'll be done with the bunker, which is the one that takes 67 hours, and you'll have everything maxed out. But that's not the best way to go about doing it. All right, you want to just sell as soon as one of them gets filled up and keep on moving with it. So this chart right here kind of breaks it down a little bit easier. And basically what it's saying is that per hour with the top 5 businesses, the cargo, sporting goods, the South American imports, the pharmaceutical, the cash creation, you'll make $41,570, okay? So next let's go on and promote business, entry fees, and the wall safe. So the nightclub business is kind of weird. It's a hybrid. You have both passive and active ways of making money. But it is in the background, though. It's a background business, okay? So the promotion is a direct relation to the popularity. The popularity is what allows you to make the 10,000 per 48 real-time minutes, which caps out at 70,000. So basically, after about 7 hours, you can make 70 grand by promoting your club, okay? If you don't do these missions, your club will lose popularity, and you won't be getting 10 grand every 48 minutes. It'll be like 3,500, 1,000, the amount lower. So it takes longer to fill up that 70 grand cap limit. And these missions are basically just, flying around in a chopper and delivering, flyers or flying a blimp around, something like that. And that's what increases your popularity. You make a little bit of money. You see that I made $4,500 for doing that, and plus it helps out with the popularity of the club, giving you that extra little bit of cash. Now, say Tony will call you and say, hey, another club is, promoting, go take them out. It's kind of difficult, which I like that. you're not able to lock on with a chopper on their chopper, for example. Those guys were a team. They were, messing with me and stuff like that. I didn't like doing that, but I had to do it for science, right? So these are the entry fees. So when you come in, the entry fees, if you go to the main desk, you can set them, or if you're inside your club, just go to the interaction menu, and you can set entry for your friends, whatever. You can set the price up to $100. That's for real people, not NPCs, for real people, okay? And there's like awards you can win for getting, like 100 people coming to your club. This is the wall safe. This is where you'll collect that money that you get from your popularity, up to 70,000 for every 7 hours, okay? It's right there. And there's another wall safe behind you on that same room, which is your gun locker. Now, these are pretty cool. These are the business battle crates, or the business battle events, all right? This is another active way of making money with the nightclub DLC. Every 15 minutes, as long as a lobby has 6 or more people, it's just like a free mode event. It's got to have 6 or more people. Every 15 minutes, a business battle event will spawn. And it's very simple. You just go down there, you hack a terminal, you go shoot out with a couple of NPCs and steal some, cars or whatever. Like right here, I got to go into Simeon's area and steal this car after I hacked his little garage door or whatever. And then you just take the actual, the target vehicle or the crates. It'll be up to 2 crates. You take it back to your nightclub, and that will add to the units that are already being made. So it kind of helps speed that process up. So instead of 66 hours, it'll take just a little bit less time, and you can get up to 2 crates per run doing this. Now, I'm doing another one right here, and I'm by myself. I'm in a crew lobby, and you're fighting out with some NPCs. You go in here, you pick up your actual crates, and you duke it out with these guys, you kill them. Some of them are challenging, some are really easy. It's no big deal. But you can only carry one, right? You can only carry one at a time. You have to come back and get the other one. As you see right here,
this is Morse Mutual
you have a little
Insurance.
gunfight with the NPCs. I pick up the one crate, and I tried to pick up the other one, but you're not able to pick up 2 at a time, obviously, right? So if you're in a crew lobby, this is a good way for you and your crew members to kind of split it, right? So I took the one back, and then one of my crew members picked up the other one, and he took it back to his location. If you're duking it out with randoms, maybe you just get one, you cut your losses or whatever, that's no big deal. We followed Party back to his warehouse just to make sure everything was good, or his nightclub just to make sure everything was good, so there's no issues, and bam, right there. 1 out of the 2 weapons were delivered. So it tells you that weapon would be for the sporting goods, right? That's your gun running. You can also just fight it out with a random. Remember, this is for science. But like I said, you can't lock onto these vehicles, so it makes it a bit less likely that you'll be getting grief, which I like that. All right, just deliver it back, and there you go, 2 crates. So, moving on to the next chapter, the next part of this video here, where we'll be talking about sell vehicles, special orders, and then how to actually sell. All right, so this is important. There's a lot of misinformation, a lot of incorrect information coming out. The sell vehicles are the Speedo Van, the MTL Pounder, and the Mule Custom, okay? They run about, you see the prices right there, $57,000 for the Mule Custom, a little bit more for the MTL Pounder.
I can do that.
This is, a lot of people are having a lot of issues with these vehicles because they don't understand what they're designed for. In free mode, you can max the armor out on these, right? But in free mode, the armor is useless. It takes a couple of rounds from explosives, like a sniper or a shotgun. It takes 1 RPG or 1 homing rocket. So everyone was getting really upset. I, at first, was getting upset too. I was like, I knew it, I knew this was going to happen. But then we did some more testing, and we figured out what the deal was with these vehicles. These 3 vehicles are delivery vehicles, okay? They're designed to be used not in free mode to grief people with. That's why the armor isn't active in free mode. They're designed to be used during deliveries.
This is Morse Mutual Insurance.
Now you see right here, the Mule, same thing. So it's just like the heavy heist combat gear. It only gives you the extra armor when you're inside of a heist. Now Jay Glenn is helping us out. He is actually doing a nightclub delivery, and that's the Speedo Van. He just set off one of his own landmines, which is 1 explosion, one like RPG or whatever. And now we're about to find out how many RPGs it'll actually take, and you'll see it's a total night and day difference. And I'll show you what it looks like without the armor on a sale as well. So we got 1 RPG right there. Now it's not without some kind of issue because these vehicles are lighter. They will kind of fly around a little bit if you get hit by an RPG. So that's 2. We'll do 1 more over here. This will be 3. As you see, you have to kind of pay attention to what you're doing, because your van will get thrown around. That's 4 right there. We got 5, 6, and then on the 7th one, he gets blown up. So it's safe to say that the van, at the very least, can take 8 explosives before it gets destroyed, which that is significant. That's substantial right there. All right. Once again, in free mode, the armor is useless. So Rockstar did that so people wouldn't use them as griefing vehicles, which I appreciate that. I'm glad for that. Okay, I like that. Now I'm going to do a sale mission with my Speedo van, and I have no armor on it at all. So I wanted to see, is it even worth putting the armor on for using it for a sale? Will it still give me some kind of defensive capability? Because some of the other sale vehicles will do that as well. They'll take a couple of rockets or whatever. So I'm out here. It's hard to kill me to see what would happen if I just get killed during a sale, if I get shot out of the truck or whatever. And you're able to spawn back in and go back to your sale vehicle. And it chooses the sale vehicles for you, and it depends on what kind of sale you have, right? So I'm on a sale. My deliveries are up north, like they usually are if you start out in the city. That's just the way it is. Well, so far anyways. But so it chooses, if you have like 1 or 2 crates, you have a Speedo van. If it's more, you get the NTL, the mule, things like that. That's how it chooses it for you. But without any kind of armor upgrades, 1 RPG takes me out. So you see the difference. Full armor, 8 RPGs or 8 explosives, none. You got no protection whatsoever. So it is absolutely worth it to upgrade your sale vehicles. Okay, let's look at that. What does that look like?
Amazon. I've been writing down the top 10 things that I wish they had taught me in school. And Amazon is high on that list. I mean, look, one of the biggest companies, actually the second biggest company in history after Apple, is Amazon. And also the richest man in the world, Amazon. But there's nothing taught about how to sell on Amazon in school, even in college. So for me, I became an Amazon affiliate years ago, and I had to learn it from mentors in the School of Hard Knocks. Okay? But you might have seen my higher priced Amazon program. I've decided to open it up to basically anyone by lowering the price in a special test group to just $1. So if you want to get in the Amazon Sales Blueprint program that I've created, click the link below. It's just $1. Learn about Amazon for just $1. Get started, click the link below. This is definitely something that they should have taught us in school.
So the armor for all these vehicles, the max armor, is going to be around $85,000, okay? And I'll show you that a little bit later on. Fully maxed out, here's Jay Glenn again, and it does have really good armor. This reminds me a lot of like a Kuruma or a Duke of Death type kind of armor with small arms fire. Now it's very, very good, especially in the front. It's almost impossible to shoot them and hit them and actually kill them from the front. If they're driving by you on the sides, it'll be very difficult as well. However, they are not impervious, okay? You can still be killed from inside these vehicles. There is a hitbox window or an opening that you can actually, reach them through and get a kill. As you see right here, bam, there you go. So it does offer protection with small arm fire, but it's not, you're not invincible. So there is a balance there. Now let's look at the offensive weapons for each one of these. What should you go with? Should you even use them? You got the mounted machine guns, you got the remote 50 cal, and you got the remote minigun. Now all the weapons from these sale vehicles, a single driver can operate. So the main weapon, the driver can operate. So here is just the basic machine guns, right? It's what you would expect. They're not that good. It's really not worth it. I wouldn't waste $100 grand on these. It really doesn't do anything. Here is the 50 cal, which is much better. Delivers much more damage, obviously, but it is a little bit slower shooting, especially a little bit slower rate of fire than the most expensive gun, which would be the minigun. The minigun just rips. It just shreds right through anything. So if you're going to add a weapon onto the Speedo van for the primary weapon, I would definitely go for the minigun. It's more expensive, but it is going to be better in my opinion overall. All right, now you can add other things like the landmines to all these as well, but I'll let you check that out later on. So the primary weapons for the mule, you got the machine guns, right? Which they're decent. They're, once again, it's exactly what you would expect. Not great at all. So I wouldn't waste the money. Now you also have missiles on these. These are non-homing rocket missiles. Now, I was not able to use these on a sail, so possibly on a sail it would lock on, but I don't think so. You get 30 of them, and then you run out. So now we're going to the MTL Pounder. They have, the MTL Pounder has dual-firing miniguns as its, the cheapest primary weapon. Now, the only problem with these, they're pretty good. They'll shred up some stuff. But for some reason, it's a higher aiming machine gun, so you'll shoot over vehicles a lot. It also has rockets that shoot out the front. You get 30, and they're non-homing as well. You also have the barrage missiles on top of the truck, which you can fire. They shoot 4 at a time, and you get 30. So I would probably recommend the barrage with those as well. All right, and that's what I would go for. Now, let's look at some of the special orders. Once again, we'll talk about this. The special orders just automatically will start getting filled up as your crates get filled up for each category. Cargo and shipments, South American imports, etc. Now, they will change. Like I said, I'm not sure exactly on the time frequency. It's a couple hours, I believe. I'd say probably 2.5 hours, 3 hours. They will cycle, and you'll get a different special order. As you see right here, this one just lit up for me. I have everything I need for the special order. I have the 1 South American import, which is a Coke. I got the 10 printing and copying, which is a document forgery. And then I have the, 6 cash creation right there, 6 or 8, which is going to be the counterfeit cash. And these give you a 5% bonus. So that's why I'm saying I don't think it's really that worth it to wait for those. And there's no difference from the smaller one, which is the first special order, versus the bigger ones, which are the ones second or third. It's still going to be a 5% bonus. That's a $239,000 sale. If you do the math, it's roughly about a 5% bonus on top of that. So like I said, just sell however you want to, when you want to. There is a good method. I'll make a video on that. But really what it is just, when you get one filled up, sell it and then keep moving on. But keep your technicians on the top 5, okay? We've already talked about that. So how do you sell? Probably the easiest part of this whole entire thing is going to where it says sell goods, pick out which one you want to do, whether it's an individual business by itself, the Coke, the weed, the South American goods, the organic, whatever, pick one, and then just hit sell. Or if you have a special order filled up, sell a special order. Or if you have a whole bunch of a couple here and there, 2, 3, 4 of this, 4, 5 of that one, just go to the bottom and sell all of them at once. And for every single sale I've done, it's only required 1 vehicle. Pretty easy, decent amount of time, and then bam, you're set, you're good to go. You get your money. You do get a bonus for having people in the lobby. Tony takes 10% off the top, and that's it. Bam, there you go. That's the whole entire thing. Listen, guys, thank you so much for hanging out and sticking with me. I know this is a long video, but there's a lot of information to go through. I wanted to cover everything. There's a lot of misinformation out there, so I wanted to just make sure I cleared all this up and took care of it for you, okay? If you got any other questions, I'll be all over the comments. Leave your questions in the comments down below, all right? Make sure you subscribe to the channel for the illest reels content in the game. Make sure you smash that like button. You guys stay dangerous, all right? See you in the next one. Peace out. Yeah.
Protection and durability beyond conventional car wax. McGuire's hybrid ceramic wax. Ceramic made easy.
Oh yeah. All right, in 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey yo, what's up, dudes? There is a Killington. After Hours GTA Online DLC. We are here live. I don't have my cam up. I have to do some recording while we do this, so you guys know what I look like. I'm dead sexy, super skinny, super muscular and fit, all that stuff, so don't worry about it. And if you don't know what I look like, that's what I look like. Oh my god. Anyways, let me get set up here real quick and we'll get this thing popping. Yeah, so if you guys follow me on Twitter, you'll know I am not very pleased with this DLC so far. but that's all right. I have to get this figured out here. Let me get this set up real fast. Let me get the chat up. Do that. Pop this out. Throw that in there. Stick this in there, in that hole, and then we should be good. Okay. All right. Hell yeah. All right, you guys know you're going to like this, so go ahead and drop a like on the stream. Go ahead and share it. Spread it like a disease, all that good stuff. Actually, I'm about to share
listen,
it
Tony Prince again? The Tony Prince? You know me. Mason at 9, the nightclub Prince of Liberty City. Of course you know. Like I said, I need help. I need help pretty badly. Things have turned to shit in my life again. I was launching a brand, a franchise, but now I'm dying here. The deal fell through, and all the properties are up for sale. Please, for the love of all that is unholy and unpleasant and desperate and needy, buy one, and we will open up the best nightclub the West Coast has ever seen. And we will launder more dirty cash than you thought possible. Foreclosures.mazebank.com. That's where you want to go.
Okay, so we just heard that. Hold on 1 second. Blue screen. All right, so looks like Tony is in a bind. He has mismanaged his fortunes. All right, got that shared real fast. Okay, real quick, let me get some shout outs. Big Mall coming in first. Exodus, Robert, PG Trooper, Rogue, what's up, bro? George, Evoke, what's up, man? Samuel, GTA Tryhard Kill, what's up, buddy? Master Gaming, what's up, dude? Shout out to you helping last night. Let's see what else here. We got Panzer, we got ABC123. We got Chance the Rapper in the house. What's up, broski? Love what you do, man, for the city. Hell yeah. We got James Martin, whatever, Nightbots in here. All right, there we go. So, all right, let me go in here. Oh, Possible, what's up, man? Yeah, we have a, we already, see, yeah, god dang it. Ugh, too many, already got some nasty ass randoms in here. That's okay, though, no big deal. Excuse me. So, we'll go through here, we'll buy a few things, but I'm going to get on to getting some testing done and shit like that, so we won't be broadcasting too long. Plus, I've only had 1 cup of coffee, so I'm just not